Okay, here I am. This is part two for Leo people for October 2019. If you're still with me in part two, then I really appreciate you. And then that also means that this is probably resonating for you. But thank you for being patient with the whiny dog and the interruptions and stuff. I put the dog in the apartment, so things should be more peaceful now. So, this was what you are coming away from, or what has just happened. Luckily for you, this is in the past. This isn't coming up. So something's been put on hold, or you have felt put on hold, or perhaps you just haven't been receiving as much inspiration or intuition, signs from your intuition as much as usual, or you've just been confused, or you have felt as though things have been at a standstill for too long, or you have been held up somehow. So, or it could have to do with a delayed movement, something being delayed. Okay, so the first clarifier was the bird, and the riddle with it is you have me hopping like a bird on a branch. And so it could have something to do with your nervous system somehow. Maybe your nervous system has been slightly compromised recently, where your nerves have been shot a little bit, or it's hard for you to intake anything because you're still trying to process your nervous system has been too jumpy, or you felt too jumpy. Maybe you feel as though you've been running around for other people or hopping to it for other people too much, and you really need to get back in touch with yourself again because you have the sun in here. And the reason why I'm reading this as possibly a health issue is because you have the tree in here too. The tree can represent health. It can also represent a feeling of being supported, or of counting on something to last a long time, or to be stable, or to grow. But something about this, because this is the tree upside down, and you've got another tree, which is upright. Thank goodness. Maybe you've had some kind of thing happen with your health recently that has forced you to have to rest or put certain things on hold while you try to feel better physically. Maybe you've had to take a time out, and that has somehow delayed how you make money, because normally you would be working, or normally you would be getting things done. But because your health has been somehow compromised a little bit, that has put a lot of your money making things on hold, or put a lot of your normal everyday creative things on hold. I don't know. That's for someone. It could also be that you want to have people in your life that are supportive or that feel like family, but for whatever reasons, you've been feeling uneasy a little bit, as if you don't really know what to expect from other people on their behavior. Maybe other people have been behaving strangely, or all of a sudden you're being unsure about how things are going to happen or how things will unfold. But just remember that the most important thing is that you take care of yourself, your own health, that you regain your vitality. It seems as though your vitality has taken a hit somehow. And you really need to focus on your own creativity and your own self-expression more than thinking about what other people need you to do or what you need to do, or to be on edge like that as if you don't really know how people are going to react. Things have been seeming fairly erratic to you, which may also be a reason on why things have been put on hold, is you haven't wanted to take any action just yet until you get a better grip on what's actually happening. Okay, so your best possible outcome is the Ace of Earth. So let's look into here. Let me angle this down just in case my face is morphing around. Let me take some clarifiers for your Ace of Earth so I can get a better idea of what kind of new beginning is your best possible outcome. That, considering some of the other things in this reading, this is a huge relief to see this Ace of Earth as your best possible outcome. It seems as though you've been waiting for some kind of a shift to happen. And it seems as though the shift has happened and something has materialized as your best possible outcome anyway. So let's see what that is. Oh no. The phone's broken right now where I can't understand a single thing that's being said on the other line. So unfortunately, I've been having to hang up on people until the phone gets fixed. Okay. Tell me more about this Ace of Earth. Wow. Okay. Okay. As your best possible outcome, there is certainly growth. Something is growing, something is happening, something is moving, something is materializing that will give you a new beginning of some kind, or a new feeling, or a new way of being. If somebody watching has had health issues, this is a very good omen for your health getting better, or for you to notice that your health is getting much better than before, and you're feeling more vital, or more vitality. This is a little story here. So the reason why I'm getting a huge feeling of relief for you guys over this Ace of Earth, because in the past things have been at a stalemate. Things have been stuck. This is reminding me of this. Things have been stuck. Things haven't been moving. You've felt torn or at a stalemate, or you weren't really sure what to do. Possibly things have been put on hold, or things haven't been moving in order for things to be stable, or in order for things to be balanced. If you untied that bow that is tying these two things together, arrows, sorry you guys. If you unraveled that ribbon, then they both would collapse. That is literally holding them together in this X formation, which is a symbol of stability or something being held together. But it seems as though it has gotten too stuck, or too stagnant, or too still, where it's just not, it hasn't been moving, which has been incredibly frustrating for you. You may have not known what to do about this. Part of that had to do with you feeling as though you had to carry the whole world on your back, and you haven't been getting as much help as you would like, or as you need. You almost at times may have felt as though your back is going to break, or that you are going to break if you continue to have to hold everything together or hold everything up. This is a feeling of responsibility. And let's face it, I mean, this is the World card, but it's also reminding me of you guys, because you guys are strength. And this guy has to be strong in order to continue to do what he's doing. He's definitely starting to buckle, it looks like. It's just too much. And so you may have felt this way, as if you are the only one holding things together, or you are the only one doing the effort or the work, or that other people, that either you or other people have overestimated your own strength, where you're only human. You're not a god or a goddess. You are not invincible. You're a human being. There's only so much you can carry before you start to break down. You definitely seem as though you feel very responsible for this situation, and so you're not going to give up on it. You're going to stay loyal to seeing this thing through. This can also be the weight of the world on your shoulders, as in you want to be the Leo, you want to lead, you want to help, you want to bring happiness and vitality to the world, but perhaps something about world things that are going on are weighing on you and making you feel depressed. That's one option in here. But that's the backstory on why you have this Ace of Earth here. You've been waiting for this Ace of Earth for a long time, or you've been waiting for some kind of movement or breakthrough. And it looks as if your best possible outcome is saying that it's finally going to happen. And if you feel as though you haven't been going anywhere, or you've been trying and doing the work, but you just don't seem to be going anywhere, it seems as though it's making up for lost time as your best possible outcome. And you will be going someplace. You can't hurry, though. You have to take your time with this growth or this elevation that you're going through. It seems as though you will be elevated to a point where you will no longer feel like this, or like this, or like this. Something is happening that is going to elevate you or bring you to where you need to go or want to go, and you will see growth. This has involved your own hard work and your own effort to get to this place, either literally or figuratively, this place. You've been striving to get there. You've been doing the work. Now is the time in October, as your best possible outcome, that you see movement happen and you are finally becoming unstuck and you're seeing things become elevated. If you've been struggling with money, it seems as though the money things are about to get a lot better. Or even career things. If you've been trying to elevate yourself with what you do for money, it seems as though it's finally happening. So let's look at your future, which is the Ace of Air. Okay, tell me more about this Ace of Air coming up for them. There it is again. There it is again. Nice. This seems to almost be a health reading for someone. But keep in mind, health can be mental health, emotional health, physical health, all different kinds of health. It seems as though you're healing, or you've been dealt some kind of a blow to your vitality or your center. Your heart has been dealt a blow, but you're recovering from it. Okay, so in the future, you're going to be receiving an amazing idea, or you will finally receive clarity. You will start to really see what this has all been about, which is about transformation. This butterfly has just come out of the cocoon. I'm looking at the gestation period or the transformation period of when it was in the cocoon as being things like this. Or this, where you're not really sure what the heck is happening, or you haven't been, but it all makes sense now in the future that it's all been happening for a reason, which is you're finally out of the cocoon. Hey!